Okay, there it is. Every time I've done this, that microphone drops it off.
Oh, that's so good.
So anyway, we're live. I'm getting better at catching this microphone doing what it does, though.
Right.
So, all right, I think it's what it is. There's this cord here, and I hit it with my knee, and I think I keep disconnecting it. Operator error, of course.
Of course.
So anyway, good morning, everybody. It's happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It's early. We are not awake at 9, just so you know. So if you're not awake at 9, it's okay. So we're drinking out of our first Tuttle mugs today. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Good morning. Hot coffee.
Morning. Yep. I don't know what kind of coffee you guys drink, and put it in the comments section. Mine's pretty plain. I don't know. Is it mine's plain?
No? We put a splash of coffee creamer in there. Half and half, and then a little splash of flavor. I like the cafe mocha. I'm on that kick right now.
Right. And we've probably tried all the coffee creams that either Crest or Walmart carries or wherever we can find them, just to see which ones we like the best.
Yes. But now I'm into the syrups.
I know. We got a ton of syrups over there.
Oh, my gosh. Every time I go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, I'm picking up more syrups.
And we just bought a new grinder.
Yes.
So that's new. And so we're trying to become, coffee connoisseurs.
Right. With our AeroPress and grinder, and coffee's quite yummy.
That's right.
Watch out, Starbucks.
I don't think they got to worry. All right. So thanks for joining us today. What's our topic for today?
A home buyer's checklist.
Oh, wait a minute. Why does that say real estate terminology?
Oh, boy.
Oh. Why did that do that?
Oh, boy.
You saw me change it.
No, I was busy.
You were busy?
That's busy.
I swear I did this. I know I did this. So we're going to do it on the fly. So what are we doing?
Home buyer's checklist.
Oh, yeah. Home buyers. Easy enough to fix.
Right.
Checklist.
Of course.
There it is. I swear. Every time we do something, there's some gremlin in here. But
that's okay. Right. That's okay. Keeps it interesting.
It keeps me on my toes. So I want to give thanks to Ferguson Roof Systems for sponsoring our coffee talks on Saturday morning.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Appreciate them. Great company. I've worked with them with my other company with AT's Weather. And I asked him, Jamie, you want to sponsor this one? He says, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been a part of Team Tuttle in the other sense for years. And
that's right.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's hard to find a good reputable roofer, that's legit, and he is legit. So proud to partner up with him. So, and also for Team Tuttle Realty. All right, well, let's get on with, let's see. Oh, we got to do this first.
The weather?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I do normally just give a little taste of what's out there. So
that's right.
31 degrees.
I think it's going to be sunny today.
Yeah, a little chilly. There's some sun out there, but some clouds will roll in later, and a little bit of light rain and drizzle later on this evening. Yeah, okay. They can check my weather page if they want to get more info on that. Now let's go to, let's see here. We want to do this guy. So as a reminder, when we give you the market updates, this is the current in the last 7 days. We're looking at this area here in central Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All these counties kind of highlighted in the very light brown color. So that includes if you live in Canadian, Logan, Oklahoma, Cleveland, McLean, Grady, Okfuskee, Seminole, Potawatomi, etc. All right, so now that you know kind of the region we're talking about, these are the new numbers that have come in, hot off the presses.
Right, so within the last 7 days, there's been 442 new listings. 163 have come back onto the market. 657 have done price decreases. Wow, that's a huge number.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest number we've seen yet. Usually right around 4 to maybe 500.
Yeah.
These last few shows we've done.
Price increases 30. Pending sales in the last 7 days has been 371 and 510 sold homes. That's a huge amount. So to me, people are out there buying. Yeah,
it's funny. There's a lot of scare and fear, right? Well, you turn your TV, you're going to get it. You turn your social media now, and you're going to get it.
That's right.
It's everywhere. So that did put what we call a pause on some home buying, right? So all of a sudden, everything just kind of went crazy there for a minute. Interest rates went up. Everybody's freaking out. What's going to happen? Economy.
Well, there's a lot of uncertainty, right?
A lot of uncertainty. Everybody's like, what is going to happen? Job losses, etc. So everything kind of on the housing market took a brief pause. But when we look at these numbers, there has been a consistent continuation.
Oh, yeah. People need to buy and sell regardless.
I about to say, which goes to show
what's
you,
happening in the
someone
market.
always has to move.
That's right.
One way or the other. And so that's why these numbers stay pretty consistent here.
And ideally, why not put your money into your own mortgage and build up your own equity in your own property instead of looking at renting?
Yeah, we talked about that with rent to own and
some
of the other broadcasts that we've done here.
That's right.
Please go back and look at those. The information doesn't get dated other than the first few minutes. We talk about the current market update.
Right.
But after that, we give you the topic of the day, which goes into details on everything about the home buying experience. Okay, let's see. So that's done. So we ready for our topic of the day?
Sure.
All right, let's get into it. And we will be able to email you, if you ask for it, the topic that we have here, checklist sheet. Or you can just DM us on Facebook. Either way will work. Let's see here. And this is what it looks like. So let me put this up here real quick. All right, so this is what we call our home buyer's checklist. So it's basically starting off with, hey, you just bought, or just decided, excuse me, not even just bought, you just decided, hey, we're going to purchase a new home. We're excited. We've got the money lined up. We're ready to go through the whole process. You know, what should we not be doing?
Right.
Which is in the negative. Normally, you think of do's, right? To do's.
Right.
What's my to do? Well, this we're going to be to don't.
Right.
What you
Do
don't,
not.
what you don't want to be doing.
And ideally, your lender and your real estate agent should be discussing these with you. But
Yes.
sometimes they get overlooked.
Right.
And sometimes you're in the moment. So.
Let's go with it. Number one. That's a big one.
Oh, it's a huge one. Do
Huge.
not buy a car.
Don't do this. You're like, hey, I've already got pre-approved from the house, right? And I'm ready. I've got some money. I'm going to go buy a car, and your lender finds out. It's all over.
Yeah,
It's
when
all
you're
over.
pre-approved for that home and you're out shopping, or you've already put an offer to purchase and it's been accepted, and then you go and you haven't closed yet, wait. Do not do anything before closing. And that also includes buying new furniture for your home. Hold off. As much as and excited as you are, do not go out and furniture shop at this point in time.
Why not?
Well, because especially if you need credit for it. If you need credit, don't do it. If you have cash, go for it.
Right. And of course, furniture today is getting more and more expensive than it used to be. So,
Well, and it takes longer, I believe, if it's still the same, to come in.
yeah.
So if you order it, you might be waiting.
Yeah, we ordered some. It took months to get here. It was supposed to be from
Yeah.
California, but again, it came from a ship which was stuck out at sea because of all that stuff back in the day.
Sure.
All right, the third one. Don't
Right.
make any large cash deposits in your bank account.
Right.
That's interesting. I wouldn't even have thought
I
of
guess
that
you don't
one.
want to raise any red flags.
I guess maybe that's what
as
it
to
is.
what's happening, why all of a sudden.
They want to make sure you're legit. You don't want to get flagged.
Right.
Uncle Sam and the banks, they always have their eye on you.
Well,
You're not going to get away with anything.
No.
So don't do something nefarious.
No, exactly.
All right, number 4.
Don't exaggerate your income when talking to the lender.
Right.
So when you're just calling and talking to the lender, say, hey, I want to buy a house. This is what my income is. In the end, they're going to find out because they're going to need your income tax return. They're going to need some pay stubs. So you never want to over exaggerate.
Right. All right. The next one. Don't apply for credit. Avoid any hard inquiries. Inquiries.
That's how I say
How
it.
would you say that word 3 times? Inquiries is how I would say on your credit.
Right.
So in other words, don't get a credit check. Don't have them pull your credit because that's going to take a hit, and that goes
Right.
against everything.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
The next one.
Save enough money to cover your closing costs.
So this is a big one.
Right,
A lot of people
'cause
don't understand what the closing costs are or how they're derived.
Right.
Or, oh, wait, I've got to bring, $3,000 of cash out of my bank. How am I going to afford that, right? So all those are closing costs. Now, they're all going to vary. They may not be $3,000. It may be almost none. It depends on what the parties are offering, what's negotiated, what kind of loan you have. So there's a lot of variables there. But
Sure.
enough, you're going to need to find that out.
Right.
And your realtors, we'll give you an estimate of your closing costs when we
Right.
discuss what kind of home you're
At the
interested
time.
in.
That's
Yeah.
right. So you're not ever, and again, it's just an estimate, but at least that way you can start preparing and you're never shocked, right, as to what you need.
All right, the next one. Don't overextend yourself. Keep
Right.
your debt balances at around 30% of your credit limit or less.
Or less, right.
Now, this is a big one.
Right.
Most of you are watching, you're like, too late, that ship has sailed, right?
Right. Well,
Americans in general are over-leveraged on everything. That's why you can afford a boat, a lake house, 3 cars on one income. And you're like, how are you doing that? You are way over-leveraged.
Right.
I don't know, somehow we got into that boat, so to speak, but that doesn't usually bode well for you when it does come to home ownership.
Right.
You want to keep the home over your head, so just kind of be smart in your financial decisions on that. Okay, next one.
Don't co-sign
Yeah,
for anyone on a loan or a rental application.
that's a tough one.
It is, because you have your son or daughter that may need some help. You're in the process of going through a mortgage application, purchasing a home. Hold off to do that, and hopefully they understand.
And I understand, there are going to be cases where the family does step in, I'll co-sign for you, but just
Right.
know you are taking on that debt. You might as
That
well just
responsibility, yeah.
This is what you have to do. If you want to co-sign, great.
Right.
I understand it's from the heart.
Of course.
What you need to also use the brain at the same time, and just realize, just assume the worst case scenario. Just assume you will now own that debt. If you're
Yes.
okay with that, co-sign away.
If they default.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of reasons to default, these days. So
Right.
just go in knowing that, and that way, if it doesn't, hey, it worked out. But you don't want to be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one: don't get behind on any loans or utility payments.
Correct. Right.
Now, some of these are just common sense.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
But they do affect your credit. Mm-hmm. And they could affect your closing at the end.
All right. The next one.
Be cautious about consolidating your debt, and always ask your lender first. So always, if you have any questions, always talk to your trusted advisor.
Yeah, the lenders.
They're the experts in this industry.
And they're going to be really your best friends.
Oh, absolutely.
When it comes to anything financial. This
Yeah.
is not the time to hide secrets. Trust me, they're not going to share your stuff with anybody. They need to know everything about your financial situation, that they can not only A, give you the best deal, but B, keep you out of trouble. So it's
Right.
it's like free. It's basically a free service. I would use it.
And in the end, they're going to find out what your credit's all about anyways when they pull it. So you can't hide anything
That's
from
true.
them.
That's true.
They're going to see it all.
They
But
dig deep. Yeah,
they do. Yeah, of course.
All right.
So, and don't make any career changes either.
Okay, so yeah, we did actually hear a story. I think it was where the person was approved for their home, for the loan, and they went out and changed jobs before it closed.
Okay.
And in that process, that was obviously an issue, because
Right.
now the lender, the bank, is like, well, we can't verify where you're going to have any funds to even pay back this loan that we were just about to give you.
Right.
So yeah, don't do that.
In some cases, I was a lender prior to becoming a real estate agent for many years. And this is long time ago. And I've experienced that as well with other people that would come and sit in front of me. And as long as they were in the same career field and they could back it up with a letter of employment, that was many years ago, though. But things changed. Rules are tighter now.
Yeah. Well, I just remember that story Chad told us.
I know, yeah.
That's what made me think of it. We had lunch with him one day. And
Yeah.
we were telling him, give us your worst stories.
Right.
Give us the
That's
stuff,
right.
the stuff that typically goes on behind the scenes that just can make a deal go south. And most times they can still make a deal work.
Yeah, of course.
But there's always gonna be some bumps, and
That's right.
this was one of them. Okay, so the next one is don't shift your finances around.
Right. So keep it as is.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, so what you're understanding here is the bottom line. Leave everything as is, status quo. No major movements in any direction of your life when it comes to financial, job, or spending. Let's just, if you're going to go in a home, just get everything set up and then just
Right.
coast through the process.
That's right. And it's only 30 days that you have to do this. So
So this next one?
don't change your bank. Don't change your bank.
Okay.
Wait until after if you are looking at, if you're not happy, you had a bad experience,
Sure.
hold off. You have that pre-approval. You've got the closing already all set in place. Don't go shopping around.
I don't know who shops around for banks. Okay, so the next one, don't close any existing credit cards. And you're going, why not? I paid it off. It's all good, or I don't need this anymore. Because it actually goes to build your credit. So even if you have, let's say you've got a $10,000 limit on it, or $5,000 limit, and you've got nothing on it, you finally paid it off. You're like, woohoo, I'm closing this thing. Don't do that. Because on the credit score side, you now have $5,000 or $10,000 available to you that you haven't taken out, which means you're worth more. So you want to keep your value up. So leave those open.
Right. And also, so same thing, don't increase your credit limits. Keep them as is, because you were already pre-approved for those set amounts. Don't accept that increase that you get in the mail.
That's right. And the same token, don't max out your credit cards. Don't go on a shopping spree like we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
Or I understand if you got some
Hold
bills
tight.
that came in, and there's always going to be, exceptions to the rule where I had medical bills, right?
Right.
That just came in and I had to.
Yeah.
I get it. But just know that those credit scores change instantly now.
Sure they do.
So if your lender at any point in time pulls it or gets a flag in their system, they're going to know about it, and now you got to go back jump through some hoops.
That's right.
And we're on our last one.
Don't open any new credit card accounts.
Same idea.
Same idea. It goes all hand in hand.
Pulling that credit score.
Don't change any of your banking. So what's the huge do there?
There is a do.
Yeah, this is one of the do's.
Let me show you the do. So there's the do at the bottom. A little grayed out.
It's a little grayed out.
It's hard to see on this copy that I've got on here on the computer. But it basically says, wait until you have signed the papers on your new home and it is fully funded before making any big changes in your finances.
Yeah.
If you make any of these mistakes before your loan closes, it could disqualify you from the loan, and you won't be able to close on your new home.
Right. That's right. So these are all really huge don'ts that sometimes you just never think about. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you driving by, as I said, see that new car, yours breaks down in the process, perhaps.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things, obviously,
variables
that can happen outside of your control.
Of course.
These are don'ts that are within your control, right? These are all things that you can I'm just going to go do this today. Don't do those today. So remember, when you're going to focus on a house, you make that 100% laser focus.
That's right.
Everything you need to do to make sure that process goes smooth, do it.
Have you noticed who's on my chest?
Yeah, I have. Little Larry.
Yeah, he was stirring around. He got a haircut yesterday.
Yeah, so Little Larry is still our favorite.
Well, he's our first.
He's our first.
He's our first.
I know, I'm saying it right now. He's still our favorite. He's our number one. Penelope is...
She has a personality.
Yeah, we found out with the key term, personality, does not mean what you think it means. It means Tasmanian devil. So...
Oh, she heard her name.
Yeah, she is... she's a handful. She's down here, too, below. So she's thankfully resting.
For now.
Yeah, for
now.
now.
Not chewing on something.
Yeah, like my cords of this broadcast, for one.
Oh, my gosh.
I can pull her up. She is getting a little lighter in the face.
Yeah, she is.
Come here, baby. Ugh. Okay, we're just going to show everybody. Yeah.
It's little Penelope.
This is little Penelope. So she's getting a little bit lighter in the face. Last time we showed her, she was very dark.
Very dark.
And according to you,
Larry
was the same.
Yeah, Larry was the exact same, and then Larry started to lighten up as time went on. And she will too. Hi, baby. Hi.
So as you can imagine,
yeah,
she is a alpha female.
She is.
And as an alpha female, poor Larry, because he's passive.
He's very docile.
Yeah, he's like a good guy. He's been the easiest dog I think you could ever have.
Oh my gosh. He is so good.
So well mannered, well behaved. And what's funny is though, he doesn't talk much. Meaning if there's a problem, he just doesn't voice it.
No.
I don't know what his deal is.
This is quiet.
Yeah. Like for example, let's say for whatever reason he's locked out of the house outside the door. Just as an example. He'll just sit there and just stare at the door quietly.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. Like, dude, you got to bark or use it.
Right.
So anyway, so he's very mild-mannered, very mellow.
Yes.
Easy to hold when everybody sees him in person. Like, I've got to hold little Larry.
Yeah.
Right? So I got it. And then here comes this complete opposite here. And she's still in the I want to chew on everything phase.
She has a lot of energy.
Oh my gosh, so much energy.
We tire her. She sleeps through the night though.
Yeah.
We tire her out throughout the day. Make sure she stays awake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but there she is. And there's little Larry
So
still.
little Larry and Penelope. This is at one point in time they're going to be a family and host little ones.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Yeah, and we've already had some people inquire. Says, hey, if you get some teacup Yorkies, you might be
That's
interested.
right.
So.
And I have her parents.
Right.
I know about her parents, and I certainly know about Larry's parents.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got lineage.
That's right. And they're Canadian lineage.
Canadian.
Yeah, so they're exotic.
Yeah. They're just like their mama.
One day I did call you Penelope. I said, don't be a Penelope.
Right. Hey now.
I know. But look, it's so funny. Look, because everybody watching is like, oh, she's so docile and sweet.
I know.
And I'm like, yeah. As soon as we're done, it'll be chaos.
We have a lot of videos of her.
Yeah, we do actually.
Hi.
But it's cute. But hey, it's typical puppy, right?
Yeah. And no matter where Larry goes, she's right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Larry has something, she wants it. Larry goes outside, she's out there. I need to go first. Larry, are you behind me? How come you're not following me, Larry?
Yeah, you want to come. So she's learned she can come in the little doggy door.
Yes.
And
she's picked that up really quickly.
But she has these moments where she's outside and I don't know, she forgets or she freaks out or what. And so she just jumps and blocks the door. And Larry's just sitting there going, if you would just let me go, I would show you how to use that door. But she doesn't. So he just sits there quietly and she screams and carries on. Just let me in, let me in.
He sits there shaking because he's cold now because of his haircut.
I don't know.
I should have their sweaters on right now, but...
That is wintertime. Yeah, time to get them warmed up.
Is he still sleeping?
Yeah, well, he was.
Aww.
He's had his eyes closed.
Yeah.
He's keeping one eye open on this one to make sure she doesn't jump over there.
Yeah, she won't.
Yeah, but he is having some trouble adjusting. We've
Yes.
noticed he's a little stressed out.
A little stressed.
It's not his usual self. Hasn't been eating as much.
Right.
And he's just not as this normal happy Larry.
Right.
So we're hoping this transition hurries up, and if she would lay off of him for a minute,
yes,
it would probably be better.
But she wants to play.
But she wants to play nonstop, and he's just like, I'm 5 years old, and I need a little break.
Oh, she got into something.
Of course she did. She's not telling. Oh, that's from the tree.
Yeah. Moss.
Figures.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this is it for us.
Yeah. So listen, if we can help you in any way, if you have home buying questions, home selling questions, you need to list your house, you have a house to purchase, if you know of anybody, reach out to us. We'd love to help you.
Yeah, we're here 24/7, and you get 2 for 1. So in other words,
well,
you
maybe
get
4.
Yeah, yeah.
We might come with the littles.
Yeah, we might come with them, but yeah, you get 2 agents instead of 1 when you work with Team Tuttle Realty.
That's right.
So that means 2 brains and two hands to 4 hands really to figure out what needs to be happening and make it happen.
That's right.
So we're obviously glad to help you out in any way that we can, even if it's just directing you in some way, and maybe you're not ready yet, but you need some information, shoot it our way. Like I said, DM or email us anytime.
Yeah.
Phone number's on the screen. You can even text us as well.
That's right.
So, okay, well, that's it for this Saturday. And,
okay, well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and
thanks to First Title for
sure
the coffee mugs.
Exactly.
And if anybody out there is watching has a topic that they'd like to know more about, feel free to comment down below, send us a message. And if anybody out there watching has 2 cups they'd like to send our way, let us know.
Oh, yeah? You want some more coffee cups, do you?
Yeah.
Our goal is to have as many coffee cups as we possibly can.
Well, to promote different businesses in our industry.
Do that. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys watching for today, and we will see you on the next broadcast of Coffee Talk.
Have a good weekend.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Morning coffee, vanilla latte served to go. I drink it slow. Morning coffee, cappuccino.